But yeah, that's how I got my 10, fam. Cause I was robbing them, I was hitting them. Do you know what I'm saying? And they were trying to get me on bears. They didn't. They have a certain amount of time to get me on it, and they couldn't bring the evidence, so they ended up just getting me on a few of them.
So you feel like you got a touch with that?
I got a touch, 100%. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I got a touch. I know. I got a touch. Even though it was a big sentence, cause I remember I was 24 at the time.
Yeah. And
the judge was all like, "Yeah, by the time you come out, you're gonna be a more mature person." I knew that meant when I come out, I'm gonna be 30. Like, I just knew that's what he meant, innit? So I knew he was gonna give man a 10, innit? So, yeah, bro, that's basically how I got a 10. I was just hitting beer bookies and that, and then, yeah, they got, man. Went to trial, caught a 10. And obviously, have you been BCATs? You done BCATs?
Like which one? I've done Wood Hill and all that.
Oh, Wood Hill and that, okay. Yeah, but like, you see the sentence ones. So if you get like a 10 years and over, you're straight BCAT. Long term, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I was going
Swelly and all that.
Yeah, all of them Joes, yeah. So I was just going around, but obviously while I was inside, I wasn't the best behaved. I thought I was gone forever. You know, like, as a 24-year-old man, you're telling man I'm going to be here for the next 5 years. For me, that's long, do you know what I'm saying? For me, that's like, you're telling I'll come out when I'm 30. And when you're 24, you look at 30, like, that's a big age.
Big age, yeah. All your 20s, that's like your fun times, that's what you think. Yeah. Young, do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, bro, was in there, started patterning, you know how it gets. And then I've always get like a smartphone, but I'm just there like just passing time on a smartphone, trying to pattern, make money, do what I'm doing, whatever. And then that's what happened. The documentaries come out, you know. Did you watch them Ross Kemp documentaries on prison and that?
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah, they come on TV anyways, and I saw the documentary, I was like, right, these men are really pushing their narrative on jail, because that's not how it is. When you watch on TV, you know that's not how it is. They're really pushing their narrative and they're eating off it when it should be the man them that actually know about it, that's talking about this shit, car. The man that's gone through it. You shouldn't really talk about shit that you ain't really experienced, although he spent the night in jail. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not really experiencing jail, car. No one can't really grab you and kidnap you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're Ross Kemp kind of thing. So
that was the beginning of Delinquent Nation right there.
Yeah, that's that thought there was the beginning of my thing. Cause I was like, right, I'm just gonna, instead of just doing what I'm doing, playing games on Instagram, I'm just gonna record people's experience in prison and get that. Do you know what I'm saying? I know it ain't been done before, so I just knew if I do it, it could be alright. It's a route for man when I come out to do something different.
Yeah, no, because I was watching him. He was doing like a few interviews with people in prison when he was in prison. Yeah, you know, and it was quite interesting.
So you had a 4-year tariff. How long have you been in for?
I've been away 15 years now.
15 years.
15 years
in jail.
I've seen a murder in jail.
That really happened.
That really happened.
What? How did it happen?
A dispute over a small dispute. I see a man's lights get turned out.
Gotta feel this shit.
Hey, yo, T.I. No braids they don't need, nigga, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Niggas, that's what happened. I don't know what happened. To me, I'm just the same old dude. Alright. The hoes, them trapping. Bros, them clapping. To me, it's just the same old news. It's an also sad thing. Got bros on landings. Beefing with the same old scrolls. I'm like, God, can you hear us now? We grew up rough, but we feel it now. Yeah.
My favorite holiday purchase with Monzo. Quad bike hire in Morocco.
Yeah, nah, man, that must have been good.
Yeah, it was sick, but it was sticky because I was doing them, and then at the same time, it's getting couple views in that year, and the screws are seeing it. So they're just turning over my soul, like all the time turning over my soul. But the whole of my 10, I didn't get a DCAT or nothing like that. I've never got a DCAT. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to keep posting it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just kept posting them. And then that's how it happened, innit? And then I came out. I didn't know what a podcast was, but my name was like, you should do podcasts. So I was like, rah. I looked at a couple podcasts, I was like, rah, I could do that with ex-prisoners. And then, that's just how it started,
Yeah, because that's how I came across you.
Yeah.
I used to watch his podcast. I watched the one with Billy Miyagi, I told you already.
Yeah,
I just thought, this youth's sick. And Billy, he was so articulate. And I just felt his story and I thought, rah. So, yeah.
That's another thing of why I did it. So, it's like, man, them ain't really got a voice. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, when you're a prisoner, to certain people you're a scum, and then people are reading things about you in the paper. I've been in the papers bare times, so people are reading things about you that's not necessarily the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how the prosecutions put it, and they've written it down and published it in the paper. But I thought, like, right, if I can get a platform and give the man them a voice, I might not just bring anyone on the platform, but you get me? If you got something like, I want to give the man them.
It's a good narrative as well.
Yeah. People don't like it. Some people don't like it, but
it's not glorifying.
Yeah, man.
I don't find it glorifying.
Yeah,
you know,
it's good as well. Cause man get messages like, man will be like, you know what? I've watched your videos and I've decided to come off the roads. Car, I'm seeing real niggas that have done their thing, and they're now telling you. It's long. You get me? Me, I never had a birthday in my 20s, fam. You get me? Never. Like, man's 30 now and I'm coming out to do this and tell man it's long. Do you know what I'm saying? I've done everything that you could even think about. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I've done everything and I can tell you now, it's long, bro. Like, you know, you do the time. Like I told you, I've got something coming up next couple of weeks. So it's like, I didn't have time to do that. Family, nothing like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a waste of time. And a lot of men are falling victim. A lot of men are trapped. Like, that's how I look at it. The men are in the trap, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And you just continue to be there as long as you're on that wavelength, if that makes sense.
So now it was good that you kept the energy when you came out, though. Like, what gave you that motivation to continue doing it when you came out?
I made a deal with God. Yeah. So when I was on my last, I remember counting down. I was like, 4 years left, 3 years left, 2 years. Bam! I was on my last year, so I was like, right. In total, done about 10 years in jail. In total, added up together. So I just had to like really look at myself, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And say like, when you come out, what are you gonna do? Cause I've got no skills, no qualifications. Cause from college day, when I'm supposed to be in college, I'm in country. From school, I'm doing other bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't educating myself, so I was like, what am I really gonna do? Then I made a prayer to God, and I was like, yo, if basically you make my thing flourish legitimately, then I will never deal with no fuckery again, and do you know what I'm saying? And I haven't, do you know what I'm saying? So
that's it.
And it's been working. So the whole Delinquent Nation thing is kind of popped off.
And look at
by
that,
surprise.
You said no skills or whatever, but your voice is your skill. Do you get what I mean? Like, you didn't even have to go and like train for anything or whatever. You just go on the mic and speak to people that have gone through similar things to yourself, and you're doing really good with it.
No, thank you.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, with my thing, I think it's easy, car. You know when you're in jail, bro, and you're there chatting to man them, you hear man them chatting to you, telling you their story all the time.
And it's always a different one.
Yeah, it's always a different story, and you're always, so bro, for me, that's natural. When I chat to man them chat to me properly, do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not chatting to man feeding me bullshit, or like, you know how they would probably speak to someone else if they was interviewing them. I get a proper good talk out of the man the minute, so
like a proper real conversation.
Yeah, real conversation. So yeah, I like doing it.
Yeah, I like the one with Stanner as well.
Stanner,
that's the last one I watched.
I think that's the last one I did. No, yeah, that was the last one I did. Yeah.
But yeah, now big up Stanner. But yeah, man, flip him. Make sure you go and check out Delinquent Nation as well. It's good. I even saw the one with Paris.
So So the crime was conspiracy to supply Class A articles to HMP prison. Yeah, so yeah, that's the only memory that I have of my dad. So me going to prison, like my dad went to prison, so for me going to prison for drugs, it was like, what can he say?
Yeah.
So and he made me take that parcel to work, and he's like, send it on your lunch break. So I've got like a parcel full of drugs in my bag, and I'm working in the civil service. So check this, right? When females come into prison, there'll be the studs. The studs like the fresh meat. But the fresh meat comes, oh no, I've got a boyfriend. Then within 3 weeks, like, oh yeah, I'm bi-curious. I'm like, oh, it changed that quick.
Oh, Paris,
that girl. It's got some interesting.
Really? What happened?
Stories.
I didn't see.
She what was it? She went jail for, I think, bringing something into jail or something for a man.
She had a teacher. Our teacher was bringing something to jail for her man, and she was patterning the stuff. She was giving it to the teacher, wrapping it up, and the teacher was bringing it in, and then she got caught up in that conspiracy. But I know Paris a long time, innit? So when I started doing what I was doing, I was like, yo, I'm just interviewing ex-prisoners. Like, if you want to tell your story, you can come on my thing. And she came, and that was a good interview.
Yeah, it was a good.
She ended up going on doing different things and that. Do you know what I mean?
Sean Atwood, I saw her one, and Sean.
Yeah, she ended up. Sean Atwood saw her on my thing, and a lot of people. Do you know what it is from my thing as well? A lot of people are going on. Like an ex-brother that I did, he ended up doing a panorama. And then there's a girl did some charity thing, and the next brother ended up going to link up and SBTV and stuff like that. Billy Miyagi and that through the interview. I speak to him and to this day, bro, and he's like, man, just keep stopping me in the streets and da. So it's giving the man them that's just come. Remember, Billy's fresh like me. I've been out of jail 10 months. He's been out of jail probably 11 months or 12 months now, and it's like giving the man them. Getting them a voice and a platform so that if you want to work with these people can get in touch. I always put their details in my description.
That's good.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of helping the man them out as well. Kind of thing.
No, that's good, man. Big up for that, though. Sick man.
Good work.
But thanks for that. I know you don't want to delve too deep.
I told Spray as well. I don't really, because you see, like, a lot of people say, when's your story coming out? When's your story coming out? And I've had beer man, like all the big podcasters, arts man, like, right, come on, tell your story. And I'm not really, I'm not. What's the word? I'm introverted, you know. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really good at talking.
Like that.
You don't really want to talk your thing.
I don't want to talk about my story, but I was gonna do it on my platform. But obviously, Spray, my guy, you get me, and he shows up. You get me? So obviously, I told him anytime